What is cracking, you guys? It's been a little while. We're back. It's a new year, new me, new videos coming out soon. But today I want to give you guys an updated loadout, all right? I'll show you what I was kind of running at the tail end of last year and then going into this year. And mainly for CQB. It's winter right now. It's like -15. We got like 40 centimeters of snow out there. It's ridiculous. I'm not playing outdoors. If that's your thing, have fun with that. I'm personally not into that. So CQB indoors is where it's at. Fields are just about to open. I'm super stoked. Let's get in to my 2022 CQB loadout. Of course, I am the weapon, but you know, you still need something to shoot BBs, and that's where this bad boy comes in. The Tokyo Marui MP7. This thing is so beautiful in every way. I have been a huge fan of the MP7 for as long as I can remember, and I've kind of had like one gun for just everything, and that's okay, you know, it's fine. But having a dedicated CQB gun is going to be really fun going into the new year, and I'm really looking forward to it. Of course, I can still use my other guns, but this is going to be the main bread and butter for CQB combat. So this is the Tokyo Marui one. Main reason why I ended up with the Tokyo Marui one was just I feel it's built the best in a lot of ways. There are definitely some issues with it. It's a gas gun, so it can be a little finicky. The mags are ridiculous. I've got 5 of these things, and they are $70 a pop. So you don't want to be dropping these bad boys out on the field, but they do work well, I will say that. They're basically just a glorified pistol mag, and of course, like high kappa mags are built well, so something like this is just like a longer curved high kappa mag, basically. There's not a whole lot of wizardry going on inside here. So they should be reliable. I have heard people have issues where they leak and whatnot, but shouldn't be too difficult to fix, and you kind of have to go into a GBBR with that expectation. So that being said, this is the gun that I'll be running. What we got going on here is we have an Aimpoint T2 replica. Yes, T2 replica on here with a Geisley riser. It's all, of course, repro. It's nothing legit, but you know, it's cool nonetheless. Of course, we got a protector, a lens protector in there as well. Don't want this bad boy getting shot out. I've equipped the weight reduction perk, so I've removed the iron sights, as you can tell here, because you know, my sight's not gonna die while I'm playing a 15-minute airsoft game. So I think we're good on the iron sight department, and they do just add a little bit of weight also, and I kind of like the sleek look. Now on the side here, I was trying out some M-LOK rails, but I actually ended up switching back to the Picatinny rails, and we have the Surefire M300C on here, repro, because I'm a poor airsofter. And then I've got my pressure pad actually wired up on top here. When I got it, I originally had it on the foregrip. I thought that would just make a lot of sense, and it actually did. You can kind of just have a more modern grip with it up here, and I find it works quite well. And my thumb basically is always resting on the top anyway, so I figured this was just a better scenario. That seems to be quite effective, and that's how I'm gonna be running it off the start of the year. Also up front here, we have the Acetec Bifrost, which I am really, really excited about to run with this gun. I love tracer units, especially playing indoors. I think the most valuable thing is being able to see where your BBs are going. And if you can't do that, then, you know, it's a bit of a letdown and definitely a disadvantage in my opinion. So that's where this bad boy comes in. It's a great tracer unit. I think it works phenomenally. Yeah, we got the folding foregrip on here. I like it. It's classic, does the job. I have looked into getting like the navy rail for it, so that would have, you could just put like a foregrip on here, but it's like, you know, that's more money, and then I have to go buy a foregrip too, so it's like, it's the same thing. I got it, it's right here. It folds in and out, and it's cool. I don't know. The MP7's a very familiar platform, but also it has its own unique quirks at the same time. The bolt release is kind of funky, but the charging handle's an M4 charging handle, really. Selector switch, very familiar and very similar too. Yeah, it's pretty cool. One other thing that's really cool about the TM MP7 over other MP7s is it has a full travel bolt, just like the real one. A lot of them only travel halfway. The TM's got really strong recoil because that bolt goes all the way back. So I personally like that. You got a bit of a slower fire rate, but it's so worth it in my opinion. So that's the gun that I'm mainly gonna be using for CQB this year. And yeah, let me know you guys' thoughts on the MP7 down in the comments below. Let's move on. So probably the thing that I get asked the most about is my helmet setup. You guys really seem to like the look of my helmet setup. So let's talk about that right now. So this is my helmet, and then it's actually got this respirator separate. I think a lot of people think this is one complete gas mask unit or something like that, but it's literally just a respirator, it's sticking to me, and a helmet. So this respirator just kind of goes on like this. This is from NF Strike. I will have the link to this down in the description below, but it's just a tactical respirator. And it's pretty cool. You can change the filter, pops right off, whatnot. You know, COVID-19's out there, you gotta be careful, so we're in full biohazard lockdown over here. So that's kind of the inspiration for this mask. But also I think it looks one heck of a lot cooler than a metal mesh face mask, in my opinion. Is it hard to breathe? Sure, but it's worth it for the LARP, you know what I'm saying? As for helmet, I have a black FMA Maritime Fast helmet. I've kind of been digging the whole black look. I've also got a M81 cover for this as well, for when I'm running outdoors. But this is a new pickup. This is from my good pal, SAS Booty Tamer. He's made these awesome helmet covers. I really, really like the look of these. I think they look so cool. And yeah, it's like this desert digital camo kind of look. And I think it's gonna be really, really fun. So I'm gonna be running that for indoor CQB, because why not? It looks cool, along with the rest of a fully black loadout. As for goggles, these are the Revision Desert Locust goggles. I've had these for ages. I've had them so long, and they work really, really well. Definitely investing in good eye pro is the best thing you can do. And I've got a clear lens in here just to make sure I can see. As for mounting systems here, I always run my GoPro Hero 9. It's a great camera, works so well. But for the mounting system here, I get a lot of people asking me about this mount. And it's just from AliExpress. I think it literally costed me $2.50 plus shipping, which was around maybe $3. So like $5 total, and I have this mount. It clips right into like the NVG mount of a fast helmet, and it holds on really, really well. I spray painted it black, and it puts the camera at such an awesome angle, really, really close to the eyes. It's not in your vision at all, but it's really close to your eyes, so it gets a pretty real to life perspective. So I like that a lot. As for ear protection, I've got the Earmore ear protection. I don't really know a whole lot of details on these, but these are also from NF Strike. They're pretty tried and true. Most people run these, and it's either these or the Howard Lights typically. And whoop, hello. And yeah, they just kind of clip in. So yeah, big fan of those, and they work really, really well for me. I've also got a counterweight bag or battery pouch on the back of my helmet here, and that's where the cables from my headset are going into, and it also holds my strap of my goggles. Stop it! But that's kind of the helmet setup. I get a lot of comments about it, and it works well for me. Also, I will just mention that sometimes I do still run a paintball mask. I think a paintball mask is one of the best setups out there, whether you like it or not. It's just so easy, so brainless. I like to run the Bunker King's mask. It's by far my favorite mask. Super lightweight, super easy to breathe and communicate. So if I'm having any fogging or just sweating like crazy, overheating, I tend to go to that mask just to simplify things. But I like the look of this better, so that's why I typically run that. Let's talk about my chest rig. This thing weighs a bajillion pounds because the mags are not light. So this is the current chest rig setup that I'm rocking. It is the CQB chest rig system. I personally love the CQB chest rig. It is something that looks like, you know, the Navy SEALs are running. Not specifically, no, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. And I think it just works so well, and I love the look of it. So I've got it in this gray color. I've got everything in this gray color. And I've got the Atom Pack on here as well for when I'm running HPA. I don't run HPA with the MP7 because of realism. When I do that with my M4 setup. I've just got it already set up here, ready to go. Drop the HPA tank in, run the hose out, good to go. I'm out on the field, having a good time. And this is by far my favorite backpack. It's so small, so comfortable, and is really designed to fit an HPA tank well, which is something that I do often. So it works really, really well for me. But let's get back to the chest rig. So kind of hard to explain here, but so you've got like kind of the main unit here. This is like the main chest rig that we've all seen before, the Nucleus chest rig. And then I've got their extendo pouch mounted onto the Nucleus chest rig. And then I've got the quad pistol mag pouch insert in there in orange, in case you're wondering. And that is holding my 4 MP7 mags. And again, these things weigh so much compared to plastic polymer AEG mags. That's what I'm used to. It's cool nonetheless. I really, really like it. I think it's a dope look. This is kind of meant to be their dangler. You can run it as like a typical like Haley kind of style chest rig setup with this below. That's what a lot of people end up doing, but I like it up top here. I don't know why. It kind of just gives it like that slickster look, and I think it's really, really cool. So it's just kind of like an admin pouch almost, and it's got a zipper pocket up top. I put my keys, my wallet, my phone, all that good stuff in there, and it doesn't bulk me out or it's in my pockets inhibiting movement or anything like that. This is just a setup that I've been running. I've tried so many different setups, and this is the one that I've stuck with the longest. So it's definitely one that I like the best, for sure. And then to kind of hold it all together here, I have the CQB cummerbund. This just holds the whole package. I did it the wrong way, but it holds everything nice and tight, and there's no wiggle at all. It's a nice elastic cummerbund. And also on this cummerbund, there's 3 mag inserts on either side. So I will typically I'll just take these mags out if I'm running an M4, and then I have my M4 mags at all times on the sides here. I run the CQB EPM-1Ss, in case anyone was wondering. These are like the short little stubby mags. I get asked about these a lot. But I really, really like these. They hold 170 rounds, mid-cap magazines, but they're super lightweight, especially compared to these MP7 mags. And yeah, really, really like them. So they just go into my cummerbund. But yeah, that's basically it for my chest rig and backpack setup. Again, I just love that setup. So now we'll talk BDUs. I run all sorts of different BDUs. I can't say there's one set that I run all the time. Typically though, we'll just start with pants. These are the pants that I'm wearing 95% of the time. These are the CQB pants. And love them or hate them, they are expensive, but these things have stood the test of time, and I love them so much. I have other pairs of pants, but I just can't bring myself to wear them because I love these ones so much. I am wearing these pants all the time. They have held up really, really well. I slide a lot. I do have a little bit of a tear going on the knees here, but it's not through at all. It's just through a bit of the outer fabric. But I love these pants, again, so much. I can't recommend these pants enough. The built-in knee pads are awesome as well. There's so much customizability, really, really comfortable. I don't have like a proper belt setup really going on that I've stuck with. So I just run a Cobra belt here. I've got everything I need on my chest rig. I know it's faster to do reloads or whatever, but you know, I just haven't found a belt setup that I'm like super stoked with yet. Yeah, that's that. You guys see the night camo top that I run a lot. That's probably my favorite one. That one's also from NF Strike, but this is also just a black BDU top here, and it works really well, it does the job, and it's just from AliExpress. So you don't have to spend a lot to get something that works, especially if you buy cheaper, then you can have multiple loadouts as well, which is kind of fun, and you end up putting less wear on one specific kit. So that's kind of fun. As for gloves, these are the gloves that I run. These are Mechanics work gloves, really, just in M81 camo. These do the trick. I don't always wear gloves, but when I do, it's these guys right here. And I've got the finger and, the finger and the thumb cut off on both of these. just for reloading, for flipping selector switches, mag releases. I like to just feel everything, especially getting shot in the finger. That's lots of fun. You're still gonna feel it, but they are nice to have. And then as for boots, I just wear work boots, nothing fancy, or hiking boots, I guess. Yeah, nothing fancy, but they do the job and I like them. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my indoor CQB loadout for 2022. Going into it strong. And yeah, again, we got lots of cool content on the way. MP7 gameplay finally happening. It's on the way. Siege is about to open up next week, I think. So that's super awesome, and we'll be hitting up that field very, very soon. Getting some Bifrost gameplay, getting some MP7 gameplay. It's gonna be sick! Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate the support. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.